What up, y'all? We back at it. Before we do anything else, I need to get some shout outs fucking going. My homie fucking SRH fucking Cushy. Fucking, he hit me with a sub while fucking we offline. So, much love to him.
So SRH Cushy. A big shout out to SRH Cushy. Make sure to check them out over at twitch.tv SRH Cushy and hit their follow button.
And also fucking, we got a shout out to fucking Torn Venom. He fucking rated me as we ended our fucking stream fucking last night, this morning, however you wanna look at that. So fucking shout out to him. Much love, my dude. Sorry, I fucking ended my stream as that happened. But I appreciate the fucking sentiment all the same. Much love.
So Torn Venom. A big shout out to Torn Venom. Make sure to check them out over at twitch.tv Torn Venom and hit their follow button.
Yeah, man. What are you saying, Wicked?
Alright. Back to it.
Back to what?
Back to fucking Outer World. What are you doing, Bowmaster?
I don't know, I guess gonna start Devil May Cry.
Oh, alright. That sounds fun.
I'm gonna say, I don't know, if you're up for some Wolfenstein, I'm down for that, but...
I just started my stream up, asshole.
Very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been in my party?
I just joined.
Oh, alright.
I just got stoned.
Oh, alright. Because, like, I got volumes that are, like, way loud, and you're kind of fucking low. I thought, like, maybe I was just, like, fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I feel good then. I was like, damn. I wonder how long you hearing me, like, talk to myself about fucking nothing.
Man, I bought this one random beer today. It is bad. It makes me sad type of bad. And it doesn't even have a high percentage, so there's no, like, good outcome other than me drinking a disgusting beer. I'm sad.
Like a pale ale? They're all
It says lager, but it tastes like it's like fucking champagne and beer mixed together, man. It's fucking disgusting.
yeah, lagers can go either way.
No, I've never had anything like this. I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, if someone's like, oh, my bad, that's like 2 months, like, or 2 years old. It's gone really bad. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Makes sense.
That'd be for me.
No.
Huh? You hiding? You scared? Incoming! Attack!
Oh, fuck me, I'm out of aim. Man. I should have not started that fight. The fuck was that?
My Discord is up and running. Come check it out URL.
Shut the.
What?
Like a giant slug.
Oh, yeah. Can't hear a word you're fucking saying. I keep hitting the wrong button in this menu, and I'm like just bouncing around like a fucking idiot. Making me sad.
Nice.
Not really.
Can't even talk shit. I do stupid shit like that.
What?
I can't even talk shit. I do stupid shit like that all the time.
Hmm.
Here we go. Get ready.
Did you watch the new episode Harley Quinn?
No?
Pretty fucking good. We got 4 episodes out now. They make basically Robin look like a mad little bitch.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was funny. I thought you'd like it.
Nice hit. Got him off. I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Here they come!
Oh, fuck me.
So much blood.
Bunch of little bad creatures. Oh. Oh.
Ah, no. God damn it.
Are you doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It's just, I don't got enough fucking things to pick the lock.
Oh. Doesn't that fucking suck for you? Yeah. Hitting the wrong button in this game once in a while, and it's pretty. I don't have to. Not very many games. That makes it that much better. In other words, I'm fucking amazing.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Secret blue orbs. I think I actually have enough to make my whole vitality bigger. I do. Yeah. Did you hate that DMC game? Like, I don't know that they like completely abandoned that reboot.
I didn't think the DMC game was bad.
I didn't either. And like people that played the original all hated. I'm like, I grew up with the original. Fuck, man. Played the shit out of that on PS1. The only one I didn't really play the shit out of was Devil May Cry 2. Even though I heard that was like shittier one out of all of them, like I just got around to it for some reason. Forgot it. Beep, beep.
Here we go! Here they go! Careful, you're hurt!
Oh, fuck me.
Fresh meat.
Fuck me. I love when I, like, run away from trouble into even worse trouble. That's, like, the best. Fuck.
Oh, the songs on this Devil May Cry game are pretty fucking brutal, though. I'm a savage. A devil trigger. Entire song depresses me. I think that's what it's meant to do.
Eyes up! Not working! Careful, you're hurt! Ah!
The fuck hit me? Somehow I got those Rocco assholes on me too. Fuck me! That's far enough away they shouldn't have fucking gave a fuck. Fuck! Making no progress over here.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I just looped in a big circle after I realized.
Oh, nice. Everyone's making no progress.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, well, it somehow makes you feel better. I'm doing fucking. Oh, are you doing bad? No, I'm just doing fucking stupid. Forget some of the buttons, like, primarily how to switch between them.
Here we go! That's gotta hurt! Down they go! You're hurt! Can't get past that armor!
You've been loving that game, right? You've been playing the shit out of it.
Yeah, fuck, I'm loving the shit out of this.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
juice.
Look out!
Oh man. Oh fuck man. I fucked myself. I don't have any ammo and I keep getting in a fight.
Keep away from that fucking special.
Ah, specials. I got specials I could be using. Fuck me. Ugh.
You're doing good. Are you eating goodies?
Do what?
Are you eating goodies? Are you doing really good?
Yeah, dude.
Gold. Oh. I like how it's like the devil can make cry world. Devil's gonna jump in the water. Devil is wrong. Devil is wrong. I got Mega Man's arm in the game. You want to play Wolfenstein even tonight? Jasper?
Maybe later. Like, somewhere around 1-ish. I gotta leave. Because, you know, 1 o'clock's when people want to do shit.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But I'll be back around like 2 to 3.
Wish we had some better rations.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Something to report? We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me? Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all 3. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint to ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus. You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations. Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people. Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy. Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime. What's on your mind?
Alright. Done.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Nothing I can do about that.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Coming right up.
Almost lost a finger.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens here.
Shotguns don't have their own shotgun ammo. It's only light, heavy, and energy. Fuck. That's dumb. Where the fuck do I buy ammo in this fucking town? General store, maybe?
I'm not allowed in here. Not.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Absolutely. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Go right ahead. Spacer's Choice. The music to my ears.
Juice. Oh, man. It's such a bad beer. And you know I love beer. You must understand how disgusting it is. Oh, shit.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
don't think my sneak's high enough to pick locks.
What?
Had your rations yet?
Nothing,
When you say
Bowmaster.
big bucks?
I don't think my sneak's high enough for me to like pick a lock right behind a door. I mean, right behind a dude that's like standing in front of the door.
I can't believe it.
Here they come! Nice one! You're hurt!
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay,
That's an odd
going
place
quiet.
for it to auto save, but alright.
Starting to get used to the combat a bit better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep hitting like stupid buttons, like thinking, I don't know, I'm just being really good, I guess. Good way of putting it, you know.
Ah, fuck me.
Fresh meat.
Ah.
Okay, gone quiet. Here they come! We did it!
You hiding? That hurts.
Fuck.
I want you to know I'm doing alright. I make you happy. No, it's upsetting me. Even worse. I got enough juice for some upgrade. Oh, thank God I finished that gross ass beer.
Look out! Don't mess with us. Here we go! Here we go!
Better than Fallout 4 was? 76?
Definitely better than.
Everyone all right?
It's definitely better than Fallout. I wouldn't really compare it.
Artemis. Interesting.
Here we go! Not a stretch.
Oh my. That's retarded. I died when the boss had like. I think everybody else was like,
Everyone all right?
Oh yeah.
like that. Do you? This time I'm not gonna die against the boss because I'm gonna actually know how to, you know, avoid this attacks. Yeah, Rick and Morty. We have a couple episodes of that to watch too.
Yeah.
Did you watch the one where like Harley Quinn creates her crew and that like little midget guy keeps saying the word cunt? I don't know if he's saying it.
Pretty sure I only saw the first episode of Harley Quinn.
Pretty sure you did because we watched the one with Bane too. I fucked that boss up that time like no tomorrow after I knew its pattern.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely destroyed it. That wasn't even fun the second time. Like I said, I died with like, it had like one hit left and I just did a stupid move. Oh yeah, I forgot I can charge up my fucking attack too. Guess I haven't really had to do that.
What's my goddamn quest? All right. Fucking who do I give the goddamn meds to?
Oh yeah, you're not Dante in this one, eh? You're back to like Devil
Wish
May
we
Cry
had some
4
better
where you're
rations.
narrow.
At least you got your health.
Yeah.
Remember?
So should should I give these fucking drugs to the crazy old guy, or who may or may not be sick, or to the hot chick in the alley that says, "Hey, you should give me the drugs instead"?
Oh, clearly you know the answer. Like, what would I do?
The hot chick in the alley?
Well, yeah, we gotta look at it in a realistic point of view. Like, what do you think you would do? It'll be retarded.
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types. You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
I think it would just be cool if they made a Devil May Cry game that had, like, you know, proper, like... What's it called?
Somebody
Proper
deserving.
multiplayer.
Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room? Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Fucking I already stole it. Fuck. Huh.
This new guy's like a summoner in this game.
Oh, I was running too fast. The game had to fucking take a second to load.
Nicely done.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions?
No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skills far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Could do without the gallows humor.
Well, this guy makes fighting way easier. I don't see a downside
Over in the
to ever
hothouse,
using him.
tending crop.
I'll tell you what I can. What is it?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Yo, what up, Trust?
So Trust in Thamsk.
Hey, I got time.
A big shout out to Trust in Thamsk.
And that includes canid meat.
Make sure to check them out over at twitch.tv Trust in Thamsk and hit their follow button. What did you?
Fuck yeah.
So, I beat this game last night, this morning, however you want to look at it, fucking 3 in the morning.
You talking to me or are you just talking to everybody and me?
Yes, everybody.
Okay.
Nice.
So I started up fucking playthrough 2.
How was the ending?
The ending was a little disappointing. The fuck?
No
Yeah,
spoilers.
it's like that in most fucking games lately. Movies.
The ending reminded me of like the ending of Dragon Age. If either of you played that.
No, I never fucking did. I know what it is, I just never played it. But I'll take your word for it, it's just fucking stupid.
I'm not saying it's stupid, it's just disappointing.
Not stupid, just...
And then there's no fucking post game, like you beat the game and it's like, man, why can't I just still fuck around in the world? Like, I don't understand.
Oh.
But first playthrough, I was
Anti-establishment. I imagine a bunch of penises flying around like Game of Thrones ending.
Now I am fucking working for the man. Working on.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the man at the end of this. I'm fucking take over everything. I'm gonna push all the papers.
Nice.
I feel like going anti-establishment got me a pretty good ending. I was also thinking about doing a third playthrough after this, where I do a genocide run.
Yeah, that's a pretty short game then, unless you're playing it like a psychopath.
I've been playing it like a psycho. It was about 40 hours.
Yeah, and you've been playing it like a fucking psycho.
Okay, gone quiet.
Alright then.
Yeah.
40-hour game, well, it takes me like a month to beat then.
Yeah, but playthrough fucking 3, I'm gonna do a genocide run. Fucking kill everybody. Great.
I was supposed to say, what does that do? I mean, just kill everything?
Yeah. I'll like do as many side quests as I can, and then when I'm done with the area, I'll just fucking slaughter everybody. And they're like, alright, now what side do you pick? And I'll be like, I pick neither.
Noticed I could knock this over, so I started this mission over. I'm like, well,
I thought that was the secret way of going. I guess that's the real way of going.
You suck at finding secrets, Bone
No, I find them, but I think it's the normal way of going.
Guess that's all that's in here.
Oh.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice. Ah, cynicism, the privilege of the young. What you need is a little taste of my special mushroom soup. It'll broaden your mind, or at least your irises. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Terrible to those of us accustomed to the comforts of a civilized life. But I have always believed that freedom is more important than comfort. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. You're doing this for Reed? Why? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
Sometimes
If you're going down to the plant, You should divert power
It's
away from
long, yeah,
Edgewater
it's like,
and toward our
even if
end
I
of the
could get
grid.
to it, it wouldn't even change anything.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
You know,
He was
anyone
tired
that
all the
played this
time,
game,
sure,
like,
but he was old, man.
Do what?
He raised me all by his lonesome.
you know anyone that played this
Look
game.
what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear. Haven't you ever seen a novelty paperweight? Whatever absurd accusations you have churning about in your mind, I assure you I have heard them all. I remember a Eugene. Pleasant enough boy. Whatever happened to him? I did nothing wrong. The teeth were harvested from a body that went cold long before my tools ever touched it. Gold does not decompose. The teeth had to be removed. And while I am no licensed dentist, I should think I did a fair job of it. I cannot tell you how refreshing it is to converse with a rational mind. That's exactly right. Rot is necessary for life. A corpse is bursting with the nutrients a young sapling craves. The crops I grow here are natural, nutritious, healthy. My garden does more than fill the bellies of my flock. It keeps them from falling ill. The Vale's barren. Been that way for years. Soil's been sterile about as long as I can remember. All I did was follow nature's own way. Death is essential to life. When the spirit leaves the body returns to the earth from whence it came. What remains is a carcass moldering neath the soil. Decomposition is a natural process, essential to new life. All life feeds on other life.
Oh, I don't know.
Yo,
If it was
so
me,
I'm
I'd
gonna
be glad
be
to
here
volunteer.
lurking around,
Keeping others alive,
bro.
that'd be a beautiful gift to
I'm
leave.
working on a
None
little
of the folk you used
promo
had a say.
video for an
You didn't
errand
ask,
I
man.
stood at this
And what about my
weekend.
dad? I talk to his grave every
Fuck you, I
Saturday.
trust. Much love, my dude.
Is he even there?
Robert is just where you left him, dear. He died too long ago. By now, he's naught but a skeleton. Whatever you say, my dear. I'm listening. That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself. This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever. That sounds like fever talk, all right. So why am I tempted to believe you?
Where did you say you were from? Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale. Oh dear. I see what's happening. You've been taking Adrena time. That stuff will burn right through your upper story, leave you raving and babbling. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell. Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the Hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past. You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering. No, but the board may have reason to fear you. I'm listening. I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the Vale. Might be
This
Reed's
guy's
personal gun
pretty
hand.
fucking unstoppable compared to Nero.
People around here
Like
lack the
bullshit, like
strength to
little
affect change. Or they have the strength,
fucking
but
summoning modes
not the
make him
will.
like so much more UNC.
You seem to have both. A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life. If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Yeah, I spent all my points on the other guy, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have known about this dude. But then again, I'm pretty sure you can play as all three, so kind of stupid for not knowing.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to
Boner.
keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly
Yeah, that's a
look
hell
like
of a
you're
face
from
on
town.
Trust.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't... We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... Oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Like, it's weird. After playing, like, Darksiders,
If you're hungry,
games,
Stefan's got supplies.
like, so much more easy.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. That was quick.
So the only game you really want is that fucking Call of Duty, though.
Do what?
The only game that you want right now is that fucking new Call of Duty.
Yeah, pretty much.
For sure.
I'll be picking that up soon.
Hear that?
Wow! You put those marauders in the dirt quicker than the masked marketeer. Teach me your ways. Only the most dashing champion of private enterprise ever to don a mask. Until I get my start, that is. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find but a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse? I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to. Oh!
customize the shit out of my batteries right now.
That's cute.
It is cute.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll be right back.
Alright, man.
Alright. Well, it is time for me to go. I'll be back in probably about like 3 hours, so 3 to 4 hours from now. You'll probably still be up, right?
For me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, well.
Alright. I'll hit you up then. Alright. Shout out fucking Kush for the sub, fucking Torn Venom for the raid, Trust in the Message for fucking stopping by and chilling.
So trust in them.
I gotta head out. I'll catch
A
y'all on the
big
next
shout
one.
out to
Much love, whoop whoop.